This video will be on the World War II German P-38 9mm service pistol. Make sure it's unloaded first. Magazine release is down here by the heel, by the way. Chamber's empty. Lock the slide back with the slide stop here. Okay, these were adopted in 1938. They were designed and first produced by Walther. Adopted in 1938, used up through World War II and after World War II as the P-1. Walther back then couldn't make enough of them, to supply the demand, so work was also farmed out to Mauser and Spree work. This being made by Spree work. Walther's wartime factory code was AC, followed by the date, the last two numbers of the date. Mauser was BYF, followed by the last two numbers of the date, the year of manufacture. Spree work was CYQ, they didn't put a date on theirs. I had to look up the serial number to find out it was made in 1943. This is the gun that replaced the P-38 Luger back then. Easier to manufacture, a little more practical for wartime purposes, also a little more reliable too. It's not as finely made as a Luger, but it's still a very well made handgun. Holds 8 shots, steel magazine. Okay, this is the first magazine right here. It's about maybe 3 inches for those 8 shots. And the second magazine I took headshots, and it's probably 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. I'd say 2 3/4 of an inch, center to center for those 8 holes. It's on an IDPA practice target. My shooting impression, my personal shooting impression of the P-38 is positive. We have to take into account the fact that it's a 70-year-old design. It was used up through World War II and after World War II as the P-1. On the negative side, we'll get to that first. It's got a heavy trigger pull for double action. Not real long, but it's heavy. But then again, it's a very early double action handgun. They've gotten better since then, really usually anyways. The other thing is, which is not really a real big issue, is the magazine capacity is only 8 rounds. That's typical of that time, and just for a shooting gun, it's not really a problem. It may not be a problem, for practical purposes either, but I've never been in a gunfight, so I don't know. I'd prefer to have more rounds for a carry gun. Also, the magazine release, a little bit slower. It's the heel type release down here like we discussed before. It would be a little more ergonomic and convenient to have the push button right here behind the trigger guard, but it's still usable. That's about the only thing negative I can think to say about it offhand. On the positive side, it's got a good grip profile and good grip circumference. Got some curvature back here, which I like. I don't like a straight back strap. I like some, fits my hand better this way. It's about the right size, not too big, not too small. It's hand filling. Got good sights on it too. For a gun of this time frame, the sights are pretty big and blocky on there, which is a good thing for this type of handgun, a combat handgun. The accuracy is pretty good. I mean, in the video we did today, the shooting was fairly fast paced. I didn't do any really slow fire like off the bench, you know, to test for absolute accuracy. Most of the shots were taken fairly quick or very quick. The ones I shot for record, you know, and videoed the target of were not real fast, but fast for accuracy work. Oh, this gun is all the numbers are matching, all the serial numbers match on it, and it's likely a vet bring back because it has no import marks on it. Most of the military surplus handguns, the foreign ones, have a importer's mark on there, the company that imported into the country. This doesn't have that, so it may be a World War II bring back by a World War II veteran. I bought it at a gun show, so I'm not real sure where it came from, as far as, you know, where they got it from. Well, anyhow, that concludes the video for this. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to rate it and post comments, ask questions. I'll answer them if I can.